Hey everyone, Felipe here. Welcome to another Tower of Saviors card review video. In this video, I'll be taking a look at the new Ultimate Stage card, Tear Beneath the Tree, Minerva. This is a water human card with a CD7 skill with the following effects. Explode all frozen runes and fire runes to generate water human runes. For 2 rounds, the drop rate of fire runes will be transferred to water runes, and the boss skill burning will be nullified. So, in my opinion, this card is really good. The skill is really good, and I would definitely recommend for you to get one dual max copy. Exploding frozen runes is already pretty good because this helps you not worry about your runes freezing over and not being able to dissolve them for 3 rounds. And also, if the enemy has an instant freeze skill where the runes are already frozen when they generate them, you can still explode them with this skill. Additionally, exploding fire runes also helps if you have any debuffs on the fire runes, or if you have any board debuffs like electrify runes, weather runes, lock runes, the blast runes, etc. You can explode them and get rid of them that way. And also if you have a fire combo debuff, then that also helps you counter this effect. For the second effect, the drop rate of fires will be transferred to that of water runes. We haven't seen a skill like this in a while. We haven't seen like drop rate transfer skills very often. We have the Panda, the Wenzong, Yanxi, and like Hemdal that transfer heart to the respective attributes, but seeing another attribute transfer to another attribute is kind of rare. I think the latest ones that we have is Roy Mustang, which is basically an opposite of this card. Transfers water runes to fire runes. And that is pretty useful because 1, you generate more attacking runes, and 2, if there are any debuffs related to fire runes, then basically it's easy spin just because you don't have any fire runes on the board. For 2 rounds at least. So if you know an enemy is coming up where it will disable your fire runes or it will explode fire runes, etc., then you can activate this skill so you don't have any fire runes on the board, and that way the enemy skill doesn't have any effect on you. In terms of attacking rune generation, it will depend on RNG because you can either get a lot of water drops because you're transferring an entire rune element into water drop, but if you get RNG'd and you get pretty crap drops, then your attack basically just is going to be normal. So in terms of the drop rate, I would use it personally to counter any fire debuff skills coming up in the stage instead of an attacking boosting skill, just because RNG can screw you over and it could make or break the run if you have really bad luck. Third effect is the burning skill. Being able to counter burning is always really good. There are a lot of enemies that get really annoying with burning runes, like the X runes. Then the one that I hate the most is the dissolve all water, but you have an X burn. So this card will generate water runes and also nullify the burning skill, so it will counter that enemy skill really well. But yeah, it's always nice to have. If anything, this card will be really good to counter frozen and burning runes, and definitely be able to put it in my team just to counter those specific enemies. In terms of team compositions, I think she will go really well in the Supreme Reckoning Greek team. Greeks already produce a lot of attacking runes, but with this skill you can produce even more since you're transferring fire into water. Another team that's really good for this card will be Atlantis, just because Atlantis has an increased water drop rate, and if you add the drop rate of fire runes to that, then you will be guaranteeing more attacking runes on your sky drop. That being said, again, if you get RNG'd, then you might lose since you don't get that many attacking runes. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really good card to get. Her skills are pretty good, and definitely it's worth getting a dual max copy. For now, I would say just one copy is fine. 2 copies if you want, but I only see I really only see the use for 1 copy. So we'll have to see next week once the stage comes out how hard she's going to get. But if you're only able to get 1 copy, then I suggest harpying her just so you can get a dual max copy with her. So that's going to be all for my video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, if I said anything wrong or I missed anything, please let me know in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more TOS videos on my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone!